r/AskReddit. What is the stupidest thing you have ever said in class? I'm in 11th grade right now, but last year a girl in my class got up and asked the teacher to go to bathroom and she was leaving with her backpack. I asked her, loudly for some fucking reason, "Why are you going to the bathroom with your backpack?" Her face got really red and everyone was looking at me like I was a monster. Then I realized the reason why and had my face in the desk for the last 30 minutes of class. Australian here. There was a question once of what's the capital of Australia. For some reason I said Canada. I was 8 and it still haunts me. To be fair, Canada does start the same as Canberra. It's an understandable mistake to make. Not me, but a kid in my college class. Someone in the previous class left his baseball hat on the desk in front row. The professor picks it up and says, "Does anyone recognize this?" This doofus raises his hand and says in all seriousness, "I think it's a hat." I laughed so hard I almost pissed myself. I was in 2nd grade and I had to go to the restroom and we just got back from the restroom, so my teacher said no. So I said, "But I can't go home with boo boo in my pants or my mom going to get very mad," out loud, and she pretty much just told me to let stuff like that be private. We were getting a quiz back in my 2nd grade. It was one of those quizzes that I gave up on halfway through and guessed the answers on every single one question because I didn't have the attention span to read it. When we got the quizzes back, my teacher expressed how disappointed he was in our scores. He pulled one of the quizzes from the top of pile, looked at it, and said, "One of you even put down the answer triangle for the question. What shape is Earth?" Shocked by how anyone could be so stupid, I said loudly and firmly, "What an idiot. How do you not know the shape of the Earth? How can anyone be so stupid?" Guess who received the quiz from the top of the pile? I was eating my ham sandwiches during English class. The teacher noticed, thought it was chewing gum, and told me to toss it in the bin. Didn't even consider to barf out a bowl of chewed ham sandwiches, so with a mouthful I mumbled, "It's okay, I swallow." The entire class lost it. That's hilarious and had made my day. In 4th grade, we were watching a film. I must have dozed off slightly because out of the blue, for no reason at all, I suddenly blurt out to where I said blurt lasted about a second and a half. It was like the needle on the record scratched and everyone turned to look at me. I looked around too, trying to pass it off like someone else did it, but it was too late. My face was so hot you could cook an egg on it. This happened me once, except it was during an exam and everyone was quiet and the only thing to come out wasn't from my mouth, so not really the same, but anyway. We were about 1 hour 30 minutes into an exam. I'd been holding this huge fart for ages it seemed. Wanted to try and let it out slowly, but I was on one of those hard plastic chairs and school uniform which offered almost zero sound muffling protection. Anyway, guy beside me, who actually kind of bullied me and I didn't like him much, drops his pencil and it rolls into the middle between us. Being a kind little kid, I lean down to pick it up and rip. One of the loudest farts I've ever let rip, which is saying something for me. The whole class is laughing so hard, no way to avoid it as I was bright red too. And to make matters worse, the cunt who dropped the pencil said something like he played the royal trumpet or some stupid shit and everyone laughed even more. It wasn't a fun moment for a socially awkward teenager. Not me, but I know a girl who did a whole project on prostate cancer and ended after the whole thing by stating because of what she had learned from her project she was going to get her prostate checked every year. How about not what I said but what I did? This one goes out to all the band geeks. Essentially, I am a trombone player and in high school I was just playing through a song with the band as normal. I started to feel a sneeze coming, but I was only a few measures away from a break, so I decided to continue playing. I took one last breath before the rest measures and then proceeded to sneeze in the playing position of my trombone. It sounded like I had just blasted a note as loud as I could for no reason, so my band director stops us all and asks what happened. I and the others around me were laughing too hard, but I managed to say I sneezed into my instrument, which made everyone else laugh. And my band director so very confused with his response of "Never thought I'd have to say this in my entire career, but don't sneeze into your trombone TLDR. Sneezed into a trombone in band class in the middle of a song and it made a very loud note." Not really stupid, but there was this one bitch that acted like a cunt to everyone. The class was waiting by the door, waiting for the bell to ring. That girl says something stupid or snobby to me and I said, "Shut up, you fat bitch." Everyone laughed and commended me as a hero. Got sent to the principal's office. Not me, but a classmate. We were in 8th grade geography and we were doing a unit on maps. We did a review of the 4 cardinal directions and how you can use the sun to know what direction you are facing. Our teacher asked everyone to look outside the window at the sun and then point north. All of us pointed to the left, but this one girl pointed straight forward. "Let's call her E," the teacher asks. "E, why are you pointing straight? North is to the left of you." "E, no, north is forward." "Teacher, why don't you reorient yourself? Maybe you will get the right answer if you turn around." E turns around and points straight again, even though she was facing a different direction. "Teacher, why did you change your answer?" "E, because this is my new north." "T, what do you mean?" "E, well, now I am facing this way. North is always straight in front of you, right?" The class roars in laughter for about 15 seconds. Everyone is pointing at E and giggling. T, don't worry about it. E points to the WV logo on the wall that he put there because he went to West Virginia University for college. Some people don't even know that West Virginia is a state. E, wait, it is? The class breaks out into a laughing fit again, yelling and cracking up. E, I thought it was a made-up place from a song. The teacher nodded his head in disbelief and continued on with the lesson. She is still teased for it today. I called my teacher grandma. Not mom like most people, but grandma. She was pretty young too. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, share and subscribe for more.